Today is, what day is it today? Today is Friday, December 13th, I think. And today I learned to do the obvious things. And I'm pretty sure I've talked about this in another video, but just like even in my Bible study this morning and just like all the things that I did, I just tried to do the obvious things, and they were able to help me do what I needed to do or do what I wanted to do for today. And I want to talk about 3 obvious things that you can do every single day that will help you have a good day, I guess, and just help you have an effective day and get something done. So there's 3 things. The first thing is to plan out your day, plan out what you need to do, plan out what you're going to do as soon as you wake up, basically. So I want to dive a little bit deeper into this. Planning out your day, at least for me, if I don't plan my day and I just like wake up late and like don't have a plan for the day, then I'm not going to get anything done. I don't know if that's just me. I'm sure other people are the same way. I don't know if you guys experience the same thing, but at least for me, if I don't have at least a very small idea of what I want to do that day, then I probably won't get anything done. Even if it's just in my head, I don't always need to write it down or put it in a fancy template, but just like having a plan for the day, just like, what do I want to get done today? What do I want to do? What actions do I want to take this day, this Friday, right? And if I don't have that, then I basically won't get anything done. So for me, having a plan for your day is a must if I'm trying to do something that day. But also just when you have a plan and you stick to that plan and you're disciplined, it's so much better. Like, I was hanging out with my sister and we were playing video games, and then I was like, wait, this wasn't part of my plan. And yes, it's okay to play video games. I'm on break. I'm supposed to chill, and that's fine. But then I was like, I want to get this thing done first before I go have fun. And so I just stopped and went and did the thing that I need to do. And I just felt so much better. I wasn't sad. I wasn't like, oh my goodness, I want to go play. Like, I was just like, I need to get this thing done, and I'm going to stick to my plan. And then once I'm done with that thing, I can go and chill, right? It's a very basic idea, right? Just plan out your day, plan out what you want to do that day. But a lot of people don't do it, at least I think. And planning out your day is just a must for me. You don't need a calendar. You don't need a fancy planner. You don't need a fancy bullet journal. All you need is your brain. And like, if you want, just like get a notebook and write down your to-do list and write down in what order specifically you're going to do them in. That's very helpful. That's just planning out your day does more than you think it does. Writing down what you want to do that day and like what priorities you're setting for yourself before the day even starts is so much more helpful than you think it is. So plan out your day. That's the first obvious thing that I did today. Like, I decided this is what I want to do today. I'm going to get these things done, and I got those things done. Just as a side note, I think I was thinking a lot about how last school year I woke up at 6 a.m. every morning, and honestly at the beginning of this school year too, but mostly last school year I woke up at 6 a.m. every morning to get my hardest school subject done, and it was one of the most productive times of my life. And I was just thinking about waking up early and how I really need to be doing that again, no matter if it's break, no matter whether or not I have responsibilities, I still want to be waking up at the same time, waking up early every single day. And I was just thinking about that and thinking about how I want to get back to doing that. And I was thinking about how this is kind of random, but when you want to wake up early, you need to have a purpose and you need to have a plan, because like there's a reason why we can easily wake up on Christmas morning. Right? We have a purpose. Like, we really want to go down and hang out with our family and like do the Christmas stuff, right? But it's a lot easier to do that than it is to just wake up at 6 a.m. on a random day, where usually you wake up at, let's say, 8 a.m. or 7 a.m. and you don't need to wake up at 6 a.m. So this is kind of unrelated, but it's related to having a plan for your day. When you're waking up early, make it a necessity to wake up at that time. Like for me, I set like a rule for myself that I'm going to wake up at 6 and I'm going to do my hardest subject. And I just made it routine. I made it something where I needed to wake up at 6 in order to do this thing. And that's why, like, every time we wake up early, you need to have a purpose for it. And I'm kind of just telling this to myself because I want to get back into waking up earlier, at least. You need to have a purpose. You can't just wake up at 6 a.m. or wake up at 5 a.m. just to wake up, right? You need to have something to do as soon as you wake up. So this just goes back to having a plan for your day. Every night, write down, what am I going to do tomorrow? What time am I going to wake up? And what am I going to do as soon as I open my eyes? As soon as I get out of my bed, what am I going to do? And just prioritizing your day, prioritizing the things that you're going to do that day. It's very simple and it's very easy. It takes like 5 minutes, but it has massive returns and it is a lot more helpful than you think it is, especially if you've never done that kind of thing before. So that's the first obvious thing I did. Plan out your day. The second obvious thing, well, this one's not as obvious, but I feel like not a lot of people don't talk about this enough. And I think it's very important because it has always helped me a lot when I need to focus. So when you're carrying out these tasks, right, this kind of goes back to waking up early. When you're trying to wake up early, when you are trying to be focused on something, there's one specific requirement. I don't know if it's a requirement, but it makes the focusing or it makes the thing that you need to do a lot easier, and that is urgency. You need urgency when you're focusing. Unfortunately, there was an assignment due tomorrow, and I didn't realize it was due tomorrow. I kind of forgot about the assignment because I've been on break, and I've just been like, oh, I can chill, but I actually had an assignment that was due tomorrow, and I was like, oh, I need to get that done. And I literally just did it very quickly. I mean, yeah, I just got it done because I had that urgency of this thing is due tomorrow. And I was just able to get it done because I didn't want to have that burden resting on me tomorrow because I have a lot to do tomorrow. But also, I was just able to focus a lot easier because I knew that the consequences were high and that the closeness in time, like on the timeline, those consequences are pretty close, right? Because this assignment was due tomorrow. So, urgency. When you are trying to focus on a task, put urgency on yourself. This is why you cram, right? Because we have that urgency and we're like, oh my goodness, now I need to cram. This is why I need to study. So, I'm not saying that you should postpone your studying, postpone your assignments to the day before they're due or whatever. Don't do that. I'm saying that put that urgency on yourself. Set a due date before, like set your own due dates basically. And like when I was talking about waking up early, make it a necessity, make it a responsibility, have that urgency to wake up every morning, right? So, because honestly, that's why we procrastinate, because we don't have that urgency. We're like, oh, I can do this tomorrow, so I might as well just do it tomorrow, right? So make it so that you can't do it tomorrow. You need to get this done today or else, and then give yourself some kind of consequence. Speaking of doing things today, I was thinking about how, again, this is kind of unrelated, but it's just been something that I've been thinking about today and yesterday. I was thinking about how I've been very consistent with this YouTube channel. I've been posting every single day. I believe this is the 47th, something like that, 147th, but technically 47 days in a row because I did 100 days in a row and then I took a break, and now 47 days in a row, or whatever number it is. So I've been quite consistent, right? Before I did 100 days in a row of filming every single day. So if I can film for like maximum 30 minutes every single day and then like edit that video and post that, I'd probably say if I was like nonstop film, edit, post, it would probably take like an hour, maybe maximum hour and a half to do all of that every night. So if I can do that, if I can spend my time at night, I'm kind of sacrificing my sleep for this because I'm doing this at night. But I'm consistent with it because I care about it. I want to keep the streak. And keeping a streak is one of the most helpful mindsets to have when you're trying to do something, when you're trying to build a habit, or even when you just have a goal to accomplish. Because right now I'm trying to have this habit of posting every single day. But alongside that, I have the goal of like making really good videos and getting however many, like 4,000 watch hours on my YouTube, right? So I have that goal, but I also have the habit that I want to build. But I was thinking, like, what if I, instead of thinking I have to do this thing today, why don't I think I have to do this one unit of work every single day? Just like how I'm doing with this channel. I'm filming a video every single day, and I'm posting a video every single day. So what if I said, like, for my, like, read one chapter every day, or journaling, write one page every day, right? Just for habits, for daily habits, and even things that you might not necessarily want to build a habit. Like, let's say you have a goal. Let's say, I've talked about this a little bit. I have a goal of playing softball in college. A dream, really. It's more of a dream than a goal. But let's say I have that goal, right? So I'm thinking, can I work on this? Can I do this one unit of work every single day, right? No matter what. And that's ultimately what I want to be doing with my life. I want to have a bunch of daily habits that are always helping me get to my goals, helping me improve, and they're going to be different each day, right? Every video is different. At least I try to make every single video different. They're all different in their own way, but they're all just one unit of work that's getting me a little bit closer to a certain goal. This was kind of just a side note, but it kind of goes back to having urgency, because I have this urgency to post every single day. During the day, I'm thinking, I'm going to have to make this video tonight. What am I going to talk about, right? So I have that urgency of a daily deliverable. That's what it is, a daily deliverable. Have a daily deliverable. And I'm trying to have multiple daily deliverables. So far, I've been very consistent with this one YouTube daily deliverable. But eventually, I want to add more daily deliverables. Just these singular units of work that get me a little bit closer to my goals, that get me a little bit, just like help me improve or help me get closer to a certain thing that I want to achieve. So have a daily deliverable, and eventually, hopefully, have multiple daily deliverables. And I think that's honestly why I like I have these things on my wall of like what I did that day, or my focus for the day. Like when I read my Bible, I try to take one mindset from it that I can apply for the rest of my day, and I write that down. I love having these daily focuses, these daily deliverables, just these daily notes, I guess. Daily notes about like what I did that day, what I learned that day, how I'm trying to apply a certain concept throughout my day. Just having these daily notes, daily deliverables. It's always just been something that I've tried to do, just logging every single day, whether that is through what I learned that day or how I applied something throughout that day, that kind of thing. So that's my second thing. Build urgency into your life when you want to do things, and have a daily deliverable. Okay, so the last obvious thing that I did today, and that I think you need to do every single day, is to rest and recharge, kind of thing. Like I said, I was doing that assignment earlier, and I was saying how I was very focused because I had that urgency, and once I got it done, I was able to just relax. I was able to rest and recharge. I was able to just chill guilt-free. That's honestly my goal for every single day. I want to get what I need to get done so that I can chill guilt-free. Now, obviously, I want to do those things intentionally and do those things with, like, I'm not hating every single thing that I'm doing every day. But I want to be able to chill guilt-free. I want to be able to have that rest time guilt-free of any responsibilities and anything that I'm like, I should have gotten that thing done today, but I didn't. And I'm just, like, thinking about it. So that's the thing. That's the last obvious thing that you need to be doing every day. You need to be resting. Resting your mind, resting your body, resting yourself. Like if after a hard focus session, make sure you're resting your mind, and maybe you like read a book, or just like take a nap, or go play some video games, because those things, like playing video games is not bad, right? Inherently, scrolling is not bad, but in the way that we use it, the way that we abuse those things that we have available to us, that's what makes them bad. But inherently they're not bad, and you should really be using them to rest. Now, I'm not saying that I don't think scrolling is a good way to rest your mind, but I do think that there are, like, you still need to be resting your mind. You still need to be resting your body every single day. And that's honestly what sleep is for. But I don't think we should be working hard throughout the entire day, and our only form of rest is sleep, right? We can still rest in other ways other than sleeping. Now, a thing about resting is that you can rest, but you can't rest too much. Because resting too much can often lead to minimizing your gains kind of thing, minimizing your growth. Like in working out, if you stop working out for long enough, then you're going to lose your gains. And if you just spend a week not doing anything and then you try to get back into a busy, very focused lifestyle, then that's just not going to work, right? You need to have the in and out cycles that are equivalent to each other. Like I think the amount of rest you have should be equivalent to the amount of work that you have. So if you work really, really hard, then you're going to need to rest a lot. But if you don't work that much, then... So that is what I learned today. If you found it helpful, then definitely hit the like button. If you want to see more, then definitely subscribe, because I'm posting every single day talking about what I learned that day and how I'm trying to apply this to my life and how you guys can apply it to yours. So if you want to see that kind of thing every single day, then definitely subscribe. This video is specifically recommended for you, so if you want to check that out, you can go ahead and click on it. You can subscribe in that corner. And if you subscribe, then I will see you in tomorrow's video. Bye.